Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. If you've seen any of my posts lately, you will see that I have stated that from the smallest speck of energy, right, of the universe, right, which is the Planck line of existence, right, it's only a circuit of energy, one more positively charged, good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity. That would not have it here and now. When this energy, right, creates the quarks inside of protons and neutrons, right? Inside a proton is 2 up quarks and 1 down quark. Inside a neutron is 2 down quarks and 1 up quark. The neutral, nothing. Okay, now check me out, and I'll explain to you why. Okay, but when this energy makes these quarks inside of these protons and neutrons, it only does it one more positive, right? As a circuit of energy, right? 3 as one together, bigger and better than all negativity that would not have it existing as the here and now part of a holy atom. Okay, now outside of the atom is the electron, and depending on if you are more positively charged, as your shape, form, and mass of atoms crossing and bonding evolved, right, then negative, right, is depending on how good as truth the substance, durability, and solidness of your shape, form, and mass is with energy. Okay, now E does equal mc squared, and like I said, even though the neutron, right, is 2 down quarks and 1 up quark, and the proton is 2 up quarks and 1 down quark, right, you think that was an even neutral amount. But I'm going to tell you something. Neutral is nothing. And if you don't keep that atom charge one more positive, right, then all negativity of the neutron, okay, when it absorbs the electronegativity of the electron, right, as the more positive charge, right, of its circuitry to the reality check, well, that atom can't hold its bond to the reality check of its shape, form, and mass. And if it's a man or a woman, over time, it is the negative decay and disintegration, right, the fouled out circuitry of your life crisscrossing with faith to one neutral nothing. I say with faith, right, because faith states that things cross neutral and it cross bad. But I'm telling you, listen to me, just like inside that proton is 2 up quarks and 1 down quark of energy, okay? Now those are 3 circuits acting as one to produce that proton, okay? Well, anywhere anything's more positively stated than negatively, right, that the matter that is expressing the circuitry of that proton is stated good as truth, right? Because this is a positive universe, and that's how things are relevant to the here and now of them. Okay? Now check me out. And by the physics and laws of all known matter, right, that matter can only be the bigger and better of the here and now. Okay? Now, every time you absorb that energy negatively deficient, negative with negativity, not only do you incarnate the devil of you, because you know to cross negative with negative is the devil of all things, okay? But you also cause that neutron, right, to overwhelm the charge of the proton, right, and cause a negative, right, radioactive matter to happen within the atom, okay, to where it can't hold the charge of its electrons to stay bonding, or it splits, okay, and it becomes fission or fusion. Okay, ours won't become fission or fusion, but no, the reality check of it, you can become so negative that even boogers won't stick to you. So my advice to you, right, is this. If all things circuitry of energy and all these things come together to make this atom, and all these atoms only bond 2 or more Christ-like to make the shape, form, and that mass of everybody of everything, that's only one more positive than negative. The only way you can add up stay or be good as truth. Well, I advise you to stay that way to the absolute bigger and better of you here and now. Holy, bonded, good with your circuitry, right? The circuitry of life, right? Bigger and better than all negativity that can kill you as a subtraction of your shape, form, and mass of a body of atoms crossing and bonding the circuitry of you to the here and now of reality shape. And if not, I'm going to explain something to you. It ain't because I didn't tell you, right? And you're just going out like Adam and Eve. See, Adam come to himself in the garden, right? And he wasn't fully there, but he knew he was created to never die, okay? Now, anything that crosses one more positive, right, than all negativity is stated good as truth, right? The absolute bigger, better of the here and now of it, okay? You can't be destroyed with decay, disintegration, suffer out of existence, and die if negativity can't keep growing to kill you and consume you. A devilishly delusional bushwhack snake on your reality check, okay? So if he would have just crossed Eve one more positive and come back to the good truth of the bigger and better man he was of reality check, we'd all be good. Cain and Abel wouldn't have existed that way, and if they did, we'd all be in the better and better of that too, because I'm going to tell you something. Now. Listen to me. We could run around and we could call each other all kinds of foul things, and we could make prisons, jails, and wars, and we could make conflicts, right? There's no way to keep money adding up. Listen, if you're rich, man, I'm going to keep 100% real with you. Let's talk about circuitry, right? Money only adds up one way. Good as truth to the absolute bigger, better here and now view, right? And I'm going to put this world on point, man. Listen to me. If the circuitry of fools, right, don't come back around full circle to you, you hear me, right? And there's the leadership or these people out here making these companies, right? And they just shitball trash on you, right? Well, the reality of it, man, come together and don't let them exist. Listen to me. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to kill them. You don't have to do none of that. I mean, some of that might happen, but you just be more positive than negative with that, too. To be good as truth. Listen to me. Only let that be the circuitry of your life, man, from your core out. Check me out. Without going into a lot of detail, I seen on TV today, man, this guy, he's a sheriff. And I know it's a sensitive issue, but I'm going to speak on it, man. Because I had some other things sent to me through YouTube. But this guy, man, says he's not responsible for this guy. It's his son, right, that went out and killed these people. It's not his way, right? But you the damn sheriff, right? You locking people up like animals. You believe in that, man. You believe that people cross bad and these dudes are bad guys. And you say you didn't raise this kid. Well, what the fuck kind of man are you? What kind of man are you, man? You hear me? You don't think you're responsible for what you bring in this world? You are. Now, he's responsible as a man for what he did about it, but I'm telling you this, man. It's cause and effect. It's fucked up circuitry. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man. Cross everything you are more positive than negative, man. If you're the judge, the clerk, the sheriff, if you're even the damn murderer or the crazy old sex offender up the street, man, listen to me, man. Come back to reality. Listen to me, man. We're all blameless. We've all been ran up crazy, man. To the richest, to the poorest. You gotta know it now. You gotta know it. You hear me? If you can't do it on your own, I'll help you. But I need more than just fools sending me happy-go-lucky videos, man. You gotta understand to have a higher understanding of this world, man. You understand? I want to give us life. I want to set a standard that we can all live by, you hear me, and thrive by. Now, I'm not going to go into detail, but if you go into my videos, you'll know that standard. And that standard's only to keep us more positive than negative always, to keep us good as truth, man. To keep the circuitry of our lives, of our atoms, bonding and crossing, man. Good as truth forever, man, to incarnate all of infinity with God, good as truth, man. The only God you'll ever know, man, is the absolute good of you. More positive than negative from the inside out. Good as truth. You hear me? Only adding up the bigger and better here now, man. Listen to me. This way won't fail you. This way only let it engulf all things of you, man. You hear me? You've been lied to. Listen, all faith is a static, twisted, scattered, blind, undefined lie. And none teach to bring only all your negatives back one more positive. You hear me? To only add you up good as truth. And if you're not using those words and that ain't the way of you, dude, listen to me. Everything else that can fucking destroy you will. Listen to me, man. It will get your mind wrapped around what I'm saying. There's neutral is nothing. If you got 50% positive and you got 50% negative, like that neutron and that proton, I want to explain something to you, man. Both of those express that atom, but that atom is here and now. You see what I'm saying? That neutron is here and now. That proton is here now, and they're only here now one way with their circuitry, more positive than negative. You hear me? To keep them good ass truth always, man. That's the bigger and better of an atom. You hear me? Listen to me. Neutral is nothing. You hear me? A bad way is nothing to shake that shit. But I'm telling you what, man. If you keep it up, the world's become so toxic. People become so hateful. These wars are becoming so dangerous, man. It's got the circuitry of all things out of whack. And Joe Biden, man, I don't know what you're doing, man, with this region over here, but I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling, man, Iran, that this has a lot to do with you, way more than it does with them. You hear me? And as far as you're concerned, you know, your leadership's a little bit trashy. You might want to get that together, because I think them fools is coming to get that region together. You hear me? You better get right. Listen to me, get right, man. Listen to me, get right. Not hateful, not mean, not none of that, man. Get right. You hear me? Trust me on this. I love you. I love all of you. Check me out. I don't want to see none of you be destroyed. But I got a real ugly feeling, man. You hear me? They know that Iran, if Iran wasn't over there, man, everything would be copacetic. They know that. Everybody knows that. Even Saudi Arabia knows that, man. They all know that. And it's the same with Israel. Listen, they know if they can get Israel to fuck up all there, right? Then Iran's state supreme, man. Listen to me, man. The state supreme together. Listen to me. If you can't stand each other, just stay away from each other. I mean, really. I mean, honestly, if you can't bond out more positive than the negatives of you, right? You can't do the good truth of you one together. Just let the negativity be nothing, man. Just go on. Listen, to fuck these bombs, fuck this rebel, fuck these ways. You hear me? These ways are only set up to kill you, man. We've been Shiva shafted, and we've been blinded, undefined. Listen to me, man. Since I come into reality, since I understood what life was, man, and I was about 3 years old, I looked up at my mama, and she was a nurturing, loving figure on me, man. And I seen that in her, and even when it wasn't there throughout life, that's all I craved, man. I only craved that in all things, man. And I seen the good of God of it as truth, man. And this ain't that. You hear me? Nurture, love your neighbor, man. I'm telling you, if that fool goes in your eye one way or the other, listen to me. Don't hate them. Don't hate them, man. Listen to me. There's some things you can't get around getting shitty over or making you negative about. But you always come back more positive, because if you don't, you leave yourself open to be destroyed every way you can be. You hear me? Because you got all the negative of existence, man, that's open up on you to kill you out in reality check, man. Joe Biden, Iran, fucking Israel, man. You guys are insane. Russia. I mean, Jesus. And it's listen to me, man. It's all play, man. Look, you fools ain't gonna do. What are you gonna do? Blow each other up to nothing? Come on, man. Get this shit together, man. This is stupid. It's beyond reasonably what human beings should have to endure or look at ever, man. It's just a bunch of dumbass, fucked up greed and hatefulness, man. These people spawn what they are as their children, right? Of their societies, man, right? To crisscross this way with faith, man, instead of one more positive to be good as truth, they ain't shit. Fuck them all. That's what I say. That's God's truth reality. Listen to me. You're going to have to stand up and be men. You got to man up on yourself. If you're the leadership, you're going to have to say, I was wrong. I've been leading y'all wrong. Shit, we're going to have to change our ways, man. Fuck this, man. Fuck you and fuck that. Peace. Stop, you fool. Oh. See? Shit. Can we get a oh, stop it. Thank you.